We're here today to speak about the Ring of Fire table sets and the assembly required for this project. Each store will be getting 3 tables. All tables are exactly alike. They come packed in 2 boxes. The first box holds the metal parts, and the second box holds the wood components. There'll be 2 table tops in this box. Once the box is unpacked, what you'll have are the components to put everything together. Each table, there'll be 2 tables, consist of sides, crossbars, tabletops, one large, one small, and various screws and tools which are required to put everything together along with instructions. To start assembly, we're going to work with the small table first. It's easiest if you use a table or something to get the tabletop about waist high. It's easiest to assemble these upside down. So lay the tabletop upside down on a flat surface. To put the frame of the table, you insert the crossbars into 3 connectors on each side of the table. Once you've connected the crossbar, you've attached the crossbars, you'll want to flip the unit up on end so you can secure the crossbars to the unit. To do that, you'll insert the thumb screws into the small holes on the inside edge of each of the bayonets. The larger holes are reserved for the wood screws, which will attach the top to the table. Once the thumb screws are in place, as shown, you'll want to take the table and turn it upside down on the tabletop. Position the table on the tabletop where the edges and the ends have the same gap all the way around.
Is it dead?
Once you have the table on top, you'll position the wood screws to be able to screw the unit together. There'll be a total of 8 screws for the small table and 9 screws for the large table. Screw all screws in securely. Once all screws are secure, again, you'll want to take and move the tabletop to an upright position on its edge so that the bottom basket table can be put on. When assembling the wire mesh table to the unit, you'll notice that there'll be a white arrow on the table metal itself, along with an arrow on the mesh shelf. Those 2 have to line up together for the assembly to come together properly. When assembling the mesh shelf, you'll use the large head thumb screws to do this, and they'll be threaded through the side of the mesh into holes that are pre-drilled into the unit. Some of the holes may not be lined up completely, so you'll have to work the thing back and forth to get everything to line up. Assembly time on the small table shouldn't exceed 25 minutes. So once the bottom mesh shelf has been attached, the small table is complete. The large table assembles in the same way, except that it has 1 additional screw to hold the tabletop on and no bottom table assembled. This is what it looks like. Notice again that there is no bottom shelf on the large table. On the large table, it will get a sign holder, which looks like this. Hey. This is the sign holder. It consists of a sign and then a rod which will screw into this unit. Also, before putting this unit onto that, you need to insert this collar. The collar just screws on to the threads and just make sure it's secured. Once the collar is on, you can thread the sign holder onto the unit by making sure that the threads line up and just twisting until it's tight. And then going back until the sign holder sits like that on the tabletop. There'll be signs which will be attached to the sign holder. They attach via foam tape strips. You'll just peel the edge off the tape on all 3 strips, line it up on the sign holder, and press down firmly to secure it. There's a sign for each side of the sign folder. This concludes the assembly portion of this video. These tables will be white glove deliveries to Macy's stores. There'll be, as repeated earlier, there'll be 3 sets of tables for each store. There'll be an inside sales floor delivery, take away all packing debris.